working. Fabulous. Am I live? I've never been live. If anyone's watching me, welcome to my first live. We're going to get started in 2 minutes when I become comfortable and calm, and literally anyone starts watching, which would just be super great because I put a lot of effort into what I'm about to do. So we are 2 minutes away from kickstarting a real adventure where I make a vegan version of Lady Gaga's Meat Dress. So we are just minutes away from kicking off. So if you've got absolutely shit all to do today and you're just joining, this is the place to be. We're going to do some real dumb stuff. So I said 2 minutes until we start. That was approximately 15 seconds ago. So we're about 1:45 from kicking off this incredibly exciting live stream. A little sneak peek for those who have come and joined me early. This is my tester of my meat dress from yesterday. Does that not look absolutely disgusting? It's going to be very exciting. I'm going to pop that back. Fantastic. 1 minute from kickoff where we make a vegan version of Lady Gaga's dress. Hooray! If you're joining in, I do need a lot of assistance, mainly in moral support, obviously. But I have purchased some cruelty-free eyeliner and eyelashes, and I could only find like a brown lipstick, because apparently vegans only want brown lipsticks. But I've got those things, and I've never actually applied any of that to my face before. So if there are any budding makeup artists in the audience, I will maybe need your help a bit later. Sheridan Lee, I really hope that you stick around for that bit, because I've got no idea how to put this crap on my face. And I'm really hoping that this is a glamorous and exciting look at the very, very end. This is happening, Michael. I wasn't joking. I committed to it. I'm a month into quarantine and I'm doing some really dumb crap. So I think we're about a couple of seconds away from kicking off. I'm feeling excited. Let's move this crap away. Won't be long, team. Can I see my own live? Is that possible? View story. Is it a story? Is it a video? Zachary Bird is live now. I'm looking at myself. Fantastic. Well, it looks like we're ready to go. Thanks for joining me, everyone who has joined. I am Zachary Bird. I am a vegan cookbook author and recipe developer from here in Melbourne. So normally I spend my days developing delicious recipes for you to make at home, but my normal day job is making plant-based meat alternatives for commercial production. So hopefully that comes through, or that skill that I've got comes through somewhere today, because through the recipes that I write, I'll give you a bit of context. I am not someone who subscribes to the idea that vegan meat or vegan food has to look like something in particular. And so I get a lot of backlash from people for making my food look too real. I had a really popular recipe called CFC drumsticks, and that was like a faux chicken drumstick with a bone you can eat as well, and people absolutely hated on that. So I thought I'd double down on myself, and in an effort to prove that literally anything can be made vegan, including the really disgusting crap, I have so far made things like a unicorn steak, I have made an edible mermaid tail, I have made a giant dick out of me, it was about this big. For people who don't like what I do, they can go and eat that. So I've been making lots of weird stuff, and today is the big one, I think. I intend to make an edible, wearable version of Lady Gaga's iconic meat dress, but I'm going to be making it out of vegan alternatives, just to prove that we've come so far. We've got so many cool alternatives. We can literally do anything, including the most disgusting thing I can think of, being Lady Gaga's meat dress. And the benefit of this one is it'll actually be edible. Again, we're hoping it'll be edible, and it'll be hopefully wearable, and I intend to wear it by the end of this live stream. So I think that's a pretty bold challenge. I've also been really smart, and what I've gone and done is not actually made this dress fully before I've live streamed it. So you're actually here on this journey with me because I don't know if this is going to work out fully. So let's start off. I always have a point of reference for what I'm trying to recreate. So I'm going to see if you can see what our goal is today. How visible is that? So, look, I was organised enough to do some printing earlier, and then I forgot that my printer is black and white only. So we do have this gorgeous reference image. That's a fat load of help. So we'll get rid of that, and I'll show you on my phone. We are recreating this disgusting piece of art. So this was made completely out of raw meat. Let's analyse the elements that we need for a successful attempt at recreating it today. So, nope, that's not going to help. There we go. So she's got an entire dress made out of raw meat. That's element 1. She's also got this little headpiece made out of raw meat. That's going to be element 2. It looks like she's holding a handbag. I'm taking a bit of creative license, and solely for the pun value, I'm going to be creating a ham bag because I found an entire loaf of vegan ham at the supermarket. So I'm going to see if I can sport that like a sexy little clutch. She's got these, can we see? She's got an entire pair of meat shoes on. We will be addressing that today. And obviously, her face is beat for the gods. She's looking glamorous. I'm going to look the same. I've got a bit of silver bling to bring it all together. And everyone in the world, including Lady Gaga, is going to go vegan once they see it, because I proved a pretty powerful point. So, let's not delay. You're here to see me really make a fool of myself. And I can't see a reason that we put that off for any longer. A truly vile sight. You know, I hope it is, because I'm trying to recreate it as much as I can. And when I look at Lady Gaga's meat dress, it makes me want to vomit in my mouth. So, ideally, I give off that vibe for you at the end of the day. And if I look disgusting or just unappealing at all, we have nailed it. So, let's kick things off. I'm going to be making the actual dress for this gorgeous body. And we're going to see if we can just tape it onto my skin later. But let's start off by making it, because it's going to be edible. So I need a big fat tray to start off. My handy assistant off camera has handed it to me. I don't know if you guys used to watch Art Attack, but that was like my favourite show as a kid. And they always had that, here's one I prepared earlier sort of energy. And I'm going to totally get into that today. Here for this. I'm glad you're here for this. I'm also here for this, or else the live stream would not be going very well. So I've got my beautiful tray, and I'm going to get 2 mugs and a bowl. And that is, I don't have like a bodice or like a bust to build this on, and I'm actually going to bake the whole thing. So what we're kicking off with is making a fake bust for me to bake on. So I've got 1 boobie. I've got a 2nd boobie. I've found through research that Lady Gaga has 2. So I'll be recreating that look today. And I'm literally putting this on my baking paper, and I'm just blocking out a bit of room so that when the dress bakes, it has a bit of shape to it. Again, this is all conjecture until I prove it. So I've got my 2 little boobies ready to go, and I also have a belly. So I need, that, I'm not saying Lady Gaga does, but I do. So for my dress, this is going to be blocking out a bit of room for this all to fit in later, ideally. So if you can see there, is this visible? Are we all excited to see this? Mugs for jugs. I will be selling t-shirts later with that slogan, and I will not be crediting you, Sheridan Lee. Thank you, though. I might have just credited you. Am I mirrored? That's such a good question. Should I be mirrored? Is that flipping? Let's get this closer. Where are the creative... Do I need to be mirrored? Is this something that's important to us? You know what? Thank you, Rachel, for the suggestion to mirror. I haven't figured that out, so let's hope this all works out. So I've got my body. I'm going to get some canola spray, which is right next to me, ready to go. And this is just to make sure that my dress doesn't stick to here before it sticks to here. So we're going to make sure it's nice and coated in oil, or else this will all be for naught. And I'm being really generous, because I'm a generous person. Okay, we've got a bit of a winter wonderland moment happening, and I'm about to reveal to you the grand secret on how I'm going to make this dress actually edible and fittable, and it's rice paper. So, I have an entire bucket of water. I have this fantastic rice paper of whatever brand I found at the local store, and I have some soy sauce, I have some red food colouring, and I also need some bacon. If we can fetch my bacon stash. Now, when I first suggested that I was doing this, a lot of people were like, don't waste food, where? And that's really valid. Can I just address those concerns before we kickstart? I am using factory reject bacon that costs $1 a packet and it doesn't even peel apart. It's not a good one, so I'm not really wasting a lot there. And the majority of this dress is made out of like 1 pack of rice paper. So not only will it be edible, so I'm not wasting anything, and I will be eating it off myself. It's also using, I mean, this whole dress is probably going to cost me under $20 in ingredients, so please don't be concerned that I'm wasting food. Plus, I'm going to look glamorous. That's not a waste. That's a really effective use of food, I think, if I can eat it as well. Now, I'm just waiting for this bacon, which is just out of reach. I'm just reaching, and my assistant has still not figured out that I'm asking for the bowl. I will be, if anyone's looking for a job, I'm looking for a brand new assistant. Get on over to my house in the next 20 minutes and I've got a gig for you. So, I've got Veggie Delights bacon. It has the word poor peeling on it, but I still think it's appealing because it's cheap and I can use it for this purpose. So this is what I'm using. If you want $1 vegan bacon and you live in Melbourne, Cheaper by Miles has everything marked the hell down. It's all dodgy cuts, but we all love a dodgy cut when we're broke. So Cheaper by Miles is where I got this. And I have filled a whole bowl, that's like $4 worth of bacon, with it, and that's going to be a little bit of extra texture. So, we're making this, we're using this, and we may as well just get kick-started. So, what we need to do with our rice paper, which has gone MIA, is grab it. If you would like me to demonstrate this at the Adelaide Festival, I know that they do want me to do a cooking demo in drag. This might be it. So do message the people from Adelaide Vegan Festival if this works and you want me to do it live again in front of you. So I've got my rice paper and I'm just dipping it into the water to get it malleable. So I'm going to get a couple of sheets in there. So the great thing about rice paper and using it as a meat alternative is that it can become whatever you want. So you can make it super crispy, or in this case, we're going to make it really stretchy and quite gummy, and it will literally stretch onto me. But rice paper bacon is incredible because rice paper is incredible because you can make bacon out of it. So every Tom, Dick and Harry has their own rice paper bacon recipe, including me in my new cookbook, Vegan Junk Food. So check that out. But it's essentially just rice paper marinated or dipped into things like soy sauce, nutritional yeast, oil, a bit of brown sugar, and paprika, and it gives that smoky saltiness that you want from bacon. And then you literally just fry the rice paper, and it feels almost exactly like frying a condom. So you're going to have to get your head around that before you get started. But if you can, it's super delicious. And that comes from a Danish blog called Veganer. I'll link it somewhere, but everyone's got their own recipe. But the people who invented it are Danish, and they are genius. And you should check out their original recipe, because for me, it has opened up such a variety of different ways to make fake meat and make it really quirky shapes and textures. And I'll show you how right now. So I've just had a bit of rice paper sitting in the water, and it becomes grotty and gross like that. But that means I can shape it however I want now. So this is a paper mache moment that we're engaging in right now. Literally get your sheet of rice paper, fix your posture. There we go, that's nice and straight. And now it's nice and wet, we're just using our hands to rub off any extra moisture, which is going to screw up our recipe. And we're just laying it on like paper mache. So if Lady Gaga's meat dress isn't what floats your boat, you can shape this however you please. Rice paper is the basis for my mermaid tail, because I just wrap up lots of fishy flavours and use the rice paper to shape it into a tail that I can stick a Barbie into and make it look like an actual mermaid. I'm just getting this rice paper ready. I don't know if you can hear it. It's kind of like ASMR-y. That's quite popular. Amanda, thank you for getting my cookbook. I am so stoked to have been able to send that out to you. My cookbook was originally having a global release yesterday, which was a little of a sad day for me, but the whole book has been pushed to a global bookstore release in September, So if you're wanting to walk into a bookstore and get it, you can do that then. Otherwise, right now, it is actually still available on my website because I sweet talked my publisher and I can continue to sell it in the interim. So if you do want to get your hands on what is a very exciting tome of vegan recipes, jump on my website and grab that book because it's got my rice paper bacon. It's got a lot of jokes. It's got the last couple of years of just genius, all in those pages. So you can definitely get a copy of that and find out what other dumb things I am encouraging people to make. Right now, a popular one from my cookbook is deep fried lasagna. It tastes as good as it sounds, right? It's literally just a lasagna that's deep fried. But if you want me to walk you through how to get my cookbook, because that's bomb.com/om nom nom. It's really good stuff. So I'm continuing to build with these. I'm getting them over my boobies for a quick minute, just for a bit of structure. And I'm going to go in with the soy sauce and the red food colouring, which is going to give me that like bloody meat texture. I'm not encouraging you to click out of my live stream, but later on go have a look at my post from yesterday and it will show you exactly what that looks like. So I'm just using my hands to press these together. They just need a bit of time pressed up against each other while they're wet, and they will adhere and the baking will make them not come apart again. I'm a big boy, so I'm going to put quite a lot of rice paper on here. If I can get a second packet, I think that will be conducive to success. Snip, snip. My assistant is redeeming himself. What a success story. Sarah, your book is coming. You just live in a different country to me, so it is taking a little bit longer, but it's on the way to you. Got a couple more sheets of this, and I'm going to do 2 layers because I'm using the Veggie Delights bacon sandwiched in the middle for some texture pleasure. Hello from Chile. Ah, that's a cool place to be. G'day. So, when it first comes out of the water, it's still quite rice papery. We want it to be a little bit softer before it's going to start adhering to other pieces. I am just using love. Now, I know a lot of people say to cook with love. I actually prefer to cook with seething hatred because as long as you're cooking with passion, it's going to come out quite nicely. So don't get caught up in needing to put love into every dish. You can just put a bit of grit in there and it will help it taste just as good. So can we just address for a second that Lady Gaga actually made this dress, or actually wore it? Like she walked around an actual venue with other human people wearing raw meat and touching things. So that's just rank. That's absolutely rank. But it's a cultural iconic moment, so cool, good for her. I'm going to have that. I better get as much kudos as Lady Gaga did for wearing the bloody gross meat dress, because she didn't make hers. Hers wasn't edible, and mine is going to attract flies a lot less, which for me is a massive benefit of this dress. So Lady Gaga, if you're watching, if you are one of the people watching, which I can only assume you are because I tagged you earlier, Lady Gaga, if you're watching and you want to recreate this dress, call me. Because it's really easy to make. I can make it in like an hour. And you can just put it on, you can eat it later. Call me Gaga. Alright, so this is looking... Can someone alert me if this is visible? Are your eyes drinking this in? A bit of teamwork would be great, everyone. Alright, well there's no feedback afforded to me then. So cheers for that. And I'm just trying to bring this out as far as I can, because the one that I made yesterday, this was this full sheet. So we can assume there is a bit of shrinkage happening. A little bit of shrinkage happening in the baking process. And that does not bode well for me, because there's a lot of me to cover. Alright, I'm thinking like 3 more sheets and we've got a base layer. And that's the hard bit done, so don't worry about it, guys. I will be doing a sexy little photo shoot after this if you've got to run away and you need to see what happened. So I will show you the finished product, but you're not going to learn all the cool things if you don't watch along at home. Great. Look, it's a fun activity as well, because if you're not making a meat dress, for whatever reason you choose not to make a meat dress, you can make this into anything. The rice paper is super versatile, so even if you've got a couple of kids rocking around the house and you don't know what to do with them, get some rice paper and make them make a funky outfit or a tower or a mermaid tail. If you buy my ebook, Meals for Me Immortals, I'll tell you how to make a mermaid tail as well. We can see me. That's good stuff. Can we see this dress though? Because, okay, I'm getting a thumbs up from the assistant whose redemption arc is just soaring right now. So good for him. I'm going to put that there, and I'm just going to get what... Look, I watch Drag Race. I bloody love Drag Race. I appreciate that I chose to do this live stream as Drag Race is coming out this week. But from what I've learned, a little bit of asymmetrical design is always a good thing. So I'm putting just one rice paper sheet a little bit higher. Now you can see this is already becoming one whole piece of fabric. It's happening! So, I've got a little bit of red food colouring that I am just going to dot around to make it look like blood. And by red, I think I went with pink. It just gives that really gross look, which we're going for. And inspired by the actual rice paper bacon that I would normally be making, I'm just using soy sauce to give everything a colour so it's not see-through later on. And that's just because soy sauce is the main thing used in rice paper bacon, so I know it works. And so I am just using a little pastry brush. Watch out for the ones with bristles if you're a vegan, which you should be. But if you're getting a pastry brush, some of the ones with actual hair bristles are actually boar hair. And they're made from an animal, which is not something that we're looking to engage in. So do keep your eye out for that. I like these little silicone ones because they're not made from animals. And that, for me, is enough to win out against the ones that are. So give that a hearty brush. If you can see, there's colour starting to coat the whole thing. It's a nice little isolation project. Thank you so much, those who have joined me on this little craft activity. My assistant has just held up a cue card that says excellent so far, so I hope you share that same sentiment, because he seems to think I'm doing excellent so far. Alright, a little bit more of this soy, just so we get it across the whole thing. This is just layer 1. Value for money, right? Now with this food colour, if you don't move it around very quickly, it is going to just stain and kind of ruin the impression that it's a little undercurrent of blood and meat. So do move quickly, like I have not, to get this looking good. And we just want enough to cover it. We don't want puddles of liquid. It's just marinating it, and I put oil on the other side so that it doesn't stick. So that looks grotty as hell. Good news. So I've got all of my factory reject bacon, and it's really as simple as scattering it around for texture. So this is, and again, it's all edible, rice paper, soy sauce, bacon pieces, and because it's vegan, if it doesn't bake up properly, you're not going to die, because it's just made from a variety of plants. So I hope we can see my skills are coming through. Well, this is sort of how I designed a lot of my recipes. I mean, you can train to cook and do all those fun professional French cooking, fancy stuff, but I really love treating it all like an arts and craft project, which is how I came up with my signature recipe, the CFC drumsticks. Instead of going, oh, everyone uses seitan, so let's make a seitan drumstick. It's more just looking at a picture and going, there's a bone. That looks a lot like cauliflower to me. What does that flesh bit look like? How would that fit in? And it's just getting really innovative with how you do it. It means you can come up with crazy stuff. So we're going back in with round 2 of rice paper now. So this is going to get all of this bacon cemented. I'm just dumping it all in there. This is going to get all the bacon cemented onto the outside of the dress and give us textural quality. If you could do this for your Halloween costume this year, I would freak. That's bloody hilarious. Especially if you walk around the club all night. Club? We're not going to have club. If you walk around your apartment all night just offering people little nibbles off your bodice. That sounds like a great Halloween concept. And so I've just got these other rice paper sheets and I'm just scattering them on top and letting them soften so that I can press them in. So it's sort of like, if I was to compare this to something, laminating. It's literally like laminating a dress with rice paper. So if you want a little laminated look, this might be the way to go about it too. Alright, and if some of these break apart, I'm actually doing it on purpose as well, because if we study the original dress, it's got like things hanging off it. So I do want to sort of recreate, I don't want it to look like round sheets of rice paper. We're trying to muddy that up. And often when I'm giving a live food demo, which I would classify this as one, I often say a normal chef's job is to, you know, celebrate flavor and make sure nothing's hidden and make sure everyone gets to really enjoy what's so good about that particular ingredient. And that is beautiful. But as a vegan chef, my job is the opposite. And my job is to trick you and muddy up your taste buds so that you go, oh, that kind of reminds me of bacon. So it's all about confusing you. And I really love the art of the deception that vegan chefs engage in. So we aren't trying to celebrate these flavors, we're trying to trick you, and that's why I'm tearing apart some of this rice paper so that it just doesn't look like rice paper. I'll pass that one up. I'm going to go with a bit of extra. We're using quite a bit of rice paper. It's cheap, it's made of rice, it's fine. I was going to play beautiful music in the background, but I feel like we're just going to get taken down. So the dulcet tones of my gorgeous voice will be good enough, I guess. Alright, we've got some more sheets coming. This is absolutely foul. It feels like I am using my hands to rip apart a jellyfish. And I don't know what that feels like, but I would say that that's the closest experience I can relate this to. Hypothetically, don't rip apart jellyfish. I'm not encouraging that. We've got this weird like jelly moment going on. I'm just going to shove that on there for a bit of texture. And then these sheets are nice and gummy and gooey now, so I'm continuing to just cover everything. And the heat, we're only doing 5 minutes of baking, baking the bacon, but the heat will be enough to cement that all into one large artwork. And for those not understanding why I'm doing this, it's art. So was Lady Gaga's Meat Dress. There was really no purpose for that other than to get attention and to create an art piece. And I, too, am looking for attention, so hopefully the Lady Gaga method works for me. Alright, we're getting close to the end. If we can see this, like, you can see the bacon pieces. I'll lift it up in just a quick sec if you can't. And if you can have a look at these bacon pieces, they're all hidden under there, and the laminated effect actually makes everything look like meat. It really does, because the way that the light hits the outside of the rice paper is a little bit different, and it gives a really grotty sort of effect. You know what? I do want one more piece of rice paper. I'm going to get this really gummy one, and I'm just going to attach it to the side and see if that becomes like a lovely little strap sort of moment. And so now all I need to do is get some more of this red food colour, splash it like your Jackson Pollock or your Dexter, depending on what your references look like. And I'm just splattering that around and then using this soy sauce to smush it and make it not look like food colour. So we're just doing our exterior layer there, pressing everything in so the bacon is held. And that redness is, it's stunningly gross. Alright. Where did I put that? Right, can I have that sheet, please? Thank you. Just gonna run some more soy sauce over here. Does anyone have any questions about plant-based meat in general? I feel like I do have a pretty good working knowledge that most people don't, just from working in the factory, designing stuff that goes on the Woolworths shelves. It's really interesting and exciting, if no one has any questions. It is really exciting space to be in, just because as an actual vegan working in it, I dream so long of the days that I can walk into a store and just buy plant-based meat. And now we've got our own section, and then in that own section we've got like prawns, duck, pork, like so much interesting stuff. So it is so exciting that I'm not... When I first started, everyone just wants burgers. Every bloody place that wants vegan meat is like, hey, here's a burger patty again. Oh, you want meat? Here's another burger patty. And I swear to God, if you're not vegan, you think that every vegan just eats burgers because we just talk about Beyond Meat. So it's really exciting that, for example, I got to work on a new sausage range. So if you're in Australia, Woolworths has some new Unreal Co sausages coming, chicken and chive and bratwurst style. And I got to work on the flavours for those, and they will be in store soon. So it is super exciting that there's just more interesting options for food. Alright, this looks great. I'm going to lift it up if you want to have a look. That looks pretty gross, right? Absolutely grotty. So I guess we've done it. So I'm going to put that in the oven for 5 minutes. And that is just for everything to attach to each other. And hopefully that sits across my body in a very beautiful and attractive way. There is another lot of rice paper sheets somewhere. Would you mind grabbing that for me? I've got a variety of rice papers just so we can see how they work, because this is going to fit my body. I'm hoping the piece I made yesterday works as a bit of a skirt, but there's a lot of butt we're talking about hanging out still. So ideally I can make a little bit more of this just for coverage. Get the back end of the boob and bowl closest to the camera. There we go. So there's my boobies just up there. They have been pushed together a little bit. And we're going to make that work, because women come in all shapes and sizes, and some people have boobs that are a little close together. And today I'm emulating that person. Look, I was thinking, how many Lady Gaga references can I make in this video? And then I thought about it and went, I know none. So, none. But my favourite Lady Gaga quote of all time does apply to this. I wrote it down. This meal is going to be talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever done before, unafraid to reference or not reference, put it in a blender, shit on it, eat it, give birth to it, make it into a sexy dress, wear it, change perceptions. The last bit is mine, but that is a real Lady Gaga quote, and I think that's stunning. So, we're looking for more rice paper, and we're going to put this in the oven. And I'm going to go assist. I'm going to be back in 20 seconds. So if I see anyone's gone anywhere, I won't be able to do anything about it. But I would love if you didn't, because I made this BRB sign. So don't make it for nothing. Ah! You know what? I'm not going to be able to get up. I'm actually trapped behind here. Just going to rotate. And be right back. Yo, I need you to find it because this is falling off. Yeah. It looks like a white rectangle. It doesn't look like the same.
Was it with this stuff?
Yeah. Hello, it's me again. Look, we're not finding the rice paper, which means, with a positive attitude, this dress has just become backless. And that's super cool, because I've got a great body, and if we show off more of it, we won't be upset about it. So, I'm going to get a paper towel and just clean up my vicinity, my area here, so we can get started on the next lot. And this dress might be a little bit sexier than intended, but who's going to be mad about that? I think my choice to do the Lady Gaga Meat Dress is really a great example of how long we've been in isolation, because I honestly don't think I have any social ramifications anymore. I don't see anyone that I know in public, so I'm like, yeah, I'll just become Lady Gaga on camera. What am I going to do, bump into a mate in the street and they're going to judge me? I don't see people anymore. So I'm feeling more empowered than ever to do dumb things. What dumb things have you gotten up to that you normally wouldn't because you don't see people in real life? I'd love to hear. Alright, trusty assistant, we're going to skip that and we're just going to have a sexy, sexy backless dress, which means we're moving on to the next component. So that's going to go into the oven for 5 whole minutes so it all attaches. And I'm going to very carefully put these off my table and move into the next round. The next component of this piece is the handbag. So I was originally going to do something real dumb and just have like a piece of tofu that I can use as a clutch, but I do want to pay homage to the variety of fake meat that we have. So, like I said, I got to work on some new sausages that are going into Woolworths, and so I thought sausages might make a very efficient handbag strap. And in the interest of puns only, a ham bag? That's great, right? So I'm going to be making a ham bag with a sausage strap and an entire brick of vegan ham to put whatever women put in their purses, you can now put it in this entire ham. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Bear Grylls said it best. There are some scissors. Oh, assistant! There are some scissors somewhere in this area that someone is going to get for me if they can hear me, which I don't think they can. But the show must go on. So, I've got my ham for my handbag. I'm looking for my scissors. And this is vegan sausage casing. So you can only get this for commercial application, so I can't really recommend where to get it. But I did steal some from work for this very purpose. So this is what we use for our testing to make a perfect vegan sausage. So this is like a normal sausage skin, but instead it's made from algae. It's made from something vegan, and that vegan something works just like a sausage skin. So here's something I prepared earlier. Little links, right? Look at that. Amazing. These are bratwurst flavored, if anyone is wanting to know. So we have our bratwurst sausages, and I'm just going to show you how you actually make sausages like this. So unfortunately, normally I have a hand crank sausage machine, and you feed all of your skin on and you crank all of the meat into it. And today I don't, because I stole the skins from work and I forgot to steal anything that might be helpful for this. So if you are at home and want to really just commit to a challenge that you shouldn't, a funnel will work for these purposes. So we've got our sausage skin, and the important thing is you feed the skin onto, you want something with a long filter so that you can feed as much of the sausage skin on first. So I'm going to very gingerly, carefully, delicately, and maybe sexily feed this skin on. Now you want to make sure if somehow you get your hands on a vegan sausage alternative, you do want to ensure that you don't wet it at all or get any moisture, just because it is seaweed derived. It will start to screw the whole thing up. So don't screw with that. And the other thing to be careful of is when you've got a little pointy end and you're feeding the skin on, you run the risk of puncturing the skin. And if you have made a beautiful set of links and all of a sudden that mince starts spraying out like a little water fountain, then you're not going to be pleased about it. So just be super careful, as I am, to thread that on without puncturing a hole in it. Normally you can get an attachment for your KitchenAid, or you can get a hand crank one, which makes this a really, really simple process. And if you can get your hands on vegan sausage skin, it is a hoot, because for me sausages are one of the grossest non-vegan things that exist. So the fact that we can shove an amalgamation of meats into a tube of different meat really shows how far plant-based meat has come, in my opinion. So I'm very carefully feeding this on. This is the most annoying part of the whole process, so bear with, bear with, bear with. Alright, so we'll say that that's enough because, look, this is all largely for demonstration purposes, no? We have a good amount of sausage skin fed on, and with the funnel, it's going to get really gross, and I'm going to make a massive mess, so just get involved because I am filming this in my bedroom. I'm making all of this in my bedroom, and if you check out my YouTube and see some of my YouTube videos, they're all filmed in my bedroom, so that's really annoying. Now this I might screw up, let's find out. I have to use my hand for it because you need to push the meat through the little funnel hole, so this is where it gets grotty. Got that fed on. You want to snip off the end and leave yourself a bit of wiggle room along here, so I'm just going to snip, snip, snip. Sausage skins can chill out for a minute. And what I like to do, now I'm going to get gross, is I push a little bit through. And as it squeezes out, it means that all the air has been pushed out. So now I can take the time to seal off the end of this sausage. And now I've got my first link ready to be filled. And if you're just using a funnel, it's as easy as one hand here to meter out how much of the skin you're letting fill, and the rest of it is just using your hand and shoving it in. So that's what I am going to do to make a handbag purse strap, and it too will be completely edible. Does anyone have any suggestions for, like, so I'm going to put this dress on. What can I film? What can I do? Sporting this gorgeous look that is just iconic. I'm going to eat it off my own body, obviously, at the very end, but it's got to be something in the interim after my very glamorous photo shoot that's coming up. This is Only Hams, not Only Fans, where I am making a handbag. So it's like OnlyFans, but it's free, and there's no sexy... Oh, no, there's sexiness, but there's no nudity yet. Although I haven't put the dress on, so there may be nudity incoming. Who's to say? So definitely don't click away. Alright, so see that? That's grotty as. That's a real sausage. A bin isolation outing, that's perfect. And then I can put my whole self into the bin right at the end because I'm trash. That's amazing. Okay, I'm definitely doing a bin isolation outing in my Gaga dress. If we have any other hot requests, look at what I'm doing. I'm obviously going to do it. So tell me what to do and we can have a vegan Lady Gaga striptease. Maybe I recreate one of the music videos. We'll have a good time. We will. So, this is obviously such an effort if you don't have an actual sausage machine. So, like I said, this is really for demonstration. But also, vegan sausages at home with an actual skin are, for me, something that a lot of people haven't figured out the at-home method for. So, if you do want to take the time, yeah, you only get 6 sausages and it takes you a bloody hour to do it. But it's one of those ones that are really satisfying and rewarding to serve someone up that you have matched this non-vegan product in almost every way. Just using things that the average person, the everyman, can find at home. Alright, I'm getting a little bit more of this meat. This is it. So this, if you're wondering what I'm shoving into the sausage, it's Meaty Mix by Unreal Co. It's another product that I was lucky enough to be able to work on and get all the delicious flavors in there in our little food lab. But essentially it's like cake mix for meat. You just add water and a little bit of oil and you can shape it however you want. I made a roast that looks like a face the other day. It's what I created the giant fake meat penis out of. So do check out my giant fake meat penis because I'm very proud of it. And it really just shows the versatility of this product. So I'm almost done enough to make a handbag strap. I'm coming to the end here. Alright, we're going to call it quits. Check that out. Let's not address that. Fantastic assistant. If you could remove this from my person, I'm bringing up that big vat of water again, and we're going to get clean. Oh, that's refreshing. It does stick to you because it's fake meat. It's meant to be pretty gross. I have a towel. Kitchen safety, wash your hands. Even if it's not coronavirus, wash your bloody hands. So, my hands are for the most part clean. The water, no need for hand anymore. Towel, get out of here. I have this, and all you really do is look through for your air bubbles, and you tie your links to really get rid of them. So I'm going to make my sausage circa that long. Twist off one end, and it's really just like a real sausage. Twist it along. That's as long as I'm going to make that one. Give it a good twist to make a link. These ones, we're going to call them wieners because I made them, you know what? We're going to make 3 longer sausages. Beautiful. You see, 1, 2, 3 sausage links, and my previously prepared 1, 2, 3, 4 sausage links. Between them, ideally, they're a handbag strap. You can check out, if you're looking for dumb crap to watch, on YouTube. The Vegan Festival Adelaide has the full video of my live. Last time I did something as dumb as this, which was an edible version of the face hugger from Alien. If you remember the little monster, we used asparagus and fake chicken to make an edible version. So that video is up on YouTube if you want more nonsensical attempts at fake meat. So this is going to go into the oven for 5 minutes as well, and that's literally just so this squishiness firms up enough that I've got a functioning handbag. So I'm handing this off, which is stunning. The rice paper should have come out of the oven, and let's hope that's worked. What I'm going to show you is something that I googled yesterday, but I now know enough to show you. I think it's called trussing. I trussed this entire ham, which smells really disgusting. I have trussed this whole ham. So if you are looking, obviously that looks like, if you can see the string, it's a really cool way to make your fake meat look more like the real thing, because this is something that people's eyes normally go, oh, I know that from meat. So if you'd like to learn more about the process, I'm about to retruss this for you, and that's also going to be the base of our handbag. Oh, that's going to look so good. So we're going to get our little paper towel down, because I've messed up my other one. If you are making vegan sausages at home, I did test this last night and hated it, but you can use a piping bag. I literally just filled the whole piping bag and tried to push it in, but you just don't get the length on the nozzles to feed on as much sausage as I would dream of, and it's also not as sturdy to push the sausage through. But if you're in a pinch, a funnel or a piping bag, and if you can get your hands on some vegan sausage skins, that's a great way to make it at home. So I'm going to untruss this ham, and I'm going to show you how I truss it, if I recall correctly. Oof. Like, anyone who's saying that the sausage stuffing wasn't sexy, check yourself. Sexiness is objective, and I think that was hot. So I have string, because that's what people use. I have my string, and basically you want to loop a little bit of it around, like so, and then I make a little loop with the string, and I tie that on, if I recall correctly, and then I can tie that twice, and I want to make it nice and tight around my faux ham. So there's my initial piece of string, and now it gets easy. Now it gets really fun. So you make a loop, you put it over, and then it doesn't work, and you review what you're trying to tell people to do on the internet, and you try again. We make this loop, and then we fit the whole thing over, and that, if you can see, makes the second one. And it's really as simple as just making sure your lines are nice and straight. Tightening that up. Because this is, I'm looking for structural integrity for a handbag. And it's as easy as another loop. Put it over the whole hem or seitan or whatever you have decided. Nope. Nope. It's a loop. And then it's, there we go. And I'm just walking the string along to the part that I want, and then making sure this top part has a roughly straight line. Because it's all about the aesthetics. We're making a dress, not a feast. And even if you are making a feast, aesthetics aren't something that's bad to look out for. Okay, that's reasonably fine. I'm going to just bring it along a little bit more. Beautiful. A couple more loops. Nope. Again, I googled this last night. I am a plant-based meat developer and I am not normally trussing meat, so just bear with. I think this is correct though. Yep. I think. Oh, look, I've done 3 loops correctly, so I mean, we know I can. Oh, there we go. It's just a loop, bring it back. And then get that string in the same area. And that's just walking it around before you tighten it and seeing where it gets to. Stunning. Another one. One more. And we're just tightening this last one along. And then, if you can see, the bag can be functional. I'm tying it first, and then we will see. Maybe I can like dig out a little crevice in it. Also, what are you putting in your bag? I'm putting snacks in my bag. If your bag is the snack, is there any need to put things in it? I question. So just to finish off, I just need to flip it over and come through the other side. And that's really even simpler again. So you want to cut off your string now. Give yourself a bit of wiggle room. And you just feed it back through on the other half. Feed it under each little ring of string. And then feed it over again, and you get 2 little loops. I hope you can see what I'm doing. And that makes that nice and taut. So if you are making seitan or anything similar, this is such a lovely way to have those grooves baked into the outside when you're done, and to just really elevate the whole dish look and make people go, "Oh, that's meat, bro." And that's what they said. They go, "Ah, that's meat, bro." Okay. Almost done. So we have our rice paper dress. I would love if the assistant can show me so I can turn off the live stream if it's all gone to hell. Stunning. Last lot. I have not had a haircut in a little while, and I have reverted back to 16-year-old me, which is not a narrative that I intended to engage with this year, but don't I look fresh and young? And I'm just tying this back to my original little knot where I started, and I'm going to double knot that. And then that's trussed. Beautiful. You could come back and do a couple more if you want, but that is going to hold my ham bag. I'm going to have a quick look at my fake meat and see how it's gone. Is it hot? Can I just have a look? Beautiful. So if you can just, that'll be fine. Can I give you, I'm going to take away my ham for a second and just show you where we got with this one. This dress is baked for 5 minutes, and if everything, I want it to bake for maybe 3 more minutes. But if you want to have a look at how it's coming along, that is now one whole piece that I can put on my body. So I'm going to get that back in the oven just because I can see 2 or 3 drops of wet soy sauce, and I'm really just making sure that's all been drunk up by the rice paper. So while we're doing that, have the sausages come out. If I could grab the sausages, I'm going to attach them to my ham bag, and that aspect will be done. That's meat, bro. You know. Okay, so just to reiterate where we're at. I had a phone once. Can I just grab my phone, assistant? Did you hear that exasperated sigh? That's attitude. This assistant. Yes, hear that? I won't stand for it. While we're waiting, in character, let's review what we're making again. Lady Gaga's meat dress. So I have just finished off making that rice paper dress. I have made whatever the hell that is, a clutch. We're going to do shoes in a little bit, and I'm about to attach the handbag together. And then all we need, and this is where I need audience participation, please. Who knows how to do makeup? I am so ready to learn. So I've got a big, beautiful blonde wig, and I've got these little tofurkey slices to do my headpiece. That's great. I've got my little headpiece, and if anyone is... Would you believe I just found the rice paper I made my assistant look for like 30 minutes? Isn't that funny? Okay, while we're waiting for him, let's make some extra dress, just because anything extra that we have, sorry to get everyone excited, means that I have more of a chance of not showing my ass while dressed as Lady Gaga in a meat dress. So, while we're doing this, I found this rice paper. This is a slightly different fancy one. I normally would just open that with my teeth, but I'm on camera, so I won't. Let's do that for 5 more minutes too. Is the oven hot enough? We're going for 180 degrees today. So I've got this very interesting rice paper that immediately goes gooey and turns into nothing. So that's great. That's a waste of money. I don't know what to tell you about that. You know what? We're going to try. We're waiting for some things to come out. So I'm just going to dip that. And this might be additional skirt material, I think. So, what did I tell you to do before? We have a lovely little spray of canola oil. Fun fact, canola oil just means Canadian oil. It's from Canada. It's a modified version of the rapeseed plant, and it just means it's way better for frying, and it's perfect. Okay, so this rice paper does not seem like it's a wettable friendly one, but who cares? I do not bend to what rice paper tells me to do. It bends to what I tell it to do. So I've got nothing to lose, honestly. I'm on live stream, trying to become Lady Gaga. I've never done drag. I kind of want it now. I did run a drag race trivia night, and my drag name, are you ready for this? Because it's kind of genius. I did not think of it. Someone in an Instagram story told me it. But my name's Zachary Bird. Zachary Birdshaw? Carrie Bradshaw? That's like the drag name, right? That is the best drag name you can think of. So if I do pursue a drag career, that's what I'm doing. So this is becoming really flimsy really quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay it out and then wet it, because it's turning to nothing. That is actually really efficient, and it's totally working for me. Right? Wet my hands, bit of water, splatter that around, and then I'm going back. God, it feels like, it feels a lot like, do you guys remember prawn crackers? I once at a food demo asked if anyone has anything that they dream of making vegan, because I want to work on it. And the number one answer was prawn crackers, and I always thought they were gross, so I said no. But has anyone made a vegan prawn cracker before? Because this feels like it could be it. Speaking of rice paper, I do have a really great hack that I'd love to share with you. It's in my Meals for Me Immortals book, where I wrote down all the different ways that you can cook rice paper and the creative things like deep frying it. But if you're ever out of crackers, get ready for me to change your life. Get a whole piece of rice paper, put it in your microwave without a plate, and blast that bitch blast your rice paper for 30 seconds, not on a plate, in your microwave, and it'll crisp up into a cracker. You can put some spice on it first, or you can just break it and dip it into some guacamole or something like that. But that's like one of my favorite hacks ever. So if you haven't tried that, literally a piece of rice paper and a microwave is all you need. So you've really got no excuses. I'm getting a bit more of my red food coloring. Ew. Gross. And a bit of soy sauce just to dilute and spread it. This is looking pretty grouse. And this just might give me a little bit more skirt action. Do I look like a professional right now? I shouldn't. Okay, we're getting information, live reporting that the Reject Shop, for some reason, had vegan prawn crackers recently, and subjectively, someone has said that they're amazing even though prawn crackers suck. So if you are someone with inferior taste buds and you enjoy prawn crackers, then I can't help you, but the Reject Shop might have been able to at some point. But no longer. Alright, let's move quick. I'm getting excited. I want to transform. Apparently when you put on a wig, something just flows through you and you become a new character, according to RuPaul on RuPaul's Drag Race. So I'm really excited to see who flows through me once this whole look has come together. Oh, this is rank. The word of the day is festy. This is festy. Okay, this is great. Assistant, please. If I could have you putting that in the oven, then this is ready to party. Yep. Give me 1 second. So can I get our status update? We have our rice paper dress doing what? 2 more minutes. This can go and join it. And our sausages are where? 2 more minutes. So everything's 2 minutes away. And that just means it's time for the one part of this video that I do not have prior experience with. So, this is, anyone who has done makeup in their life, you rank above me, because the only time I've done makeup is when I went to a party as Honey Boo Boo and I put like the child's makeup on. That doesn't do anything. But I haven't actually done makeup. So, in 2 minutes, I'm going to be doing my face with makeup. So if anyone has experience with, I have very vegan liquid eyeliner. Do you do like a cat thing? If someone can talk me through that comment-wise, that'll be of immense value for me. I Googled it, the shop assistant, and Google says that this is a vegan product that hasn't been tested on animals and is not made from real animals. And I've also got Moisture Rich lipstick from Very Vegan, and this is Awesome Autumn, which is a really interesting way to say brown because all of their colours are brown. So I've got those 3 elements to put on here. So if anyone can tell me which one do I do first, how do I do it, I'm literally going to be praying and figuring it out as I put it on any minute now on camera. I'm just going to put up an Instagram story because I've really neglected Instagram over the course of doing this Facebook Live. So I'll just be a quick tick, barely a heartbeat. How exciting to watch me make a story live. The value that you guys are getting. Live streaming now on Facebook. For the meat dress. Fantastic. I'm hitting go. I have now sent that, and that means now I can read if anyone has given me any makeup tips. Oh wow, people are commenting. Okay, we've got skirt action. Yeah. I think my favorite my favorite skirt quote is the Bridget Jones flirting with the one that isn't Mr. Darcy. Hilarious banter if you're into some skirt jokes. Can you do it with rice noodles? I'm going to say no because they're so... You could try. I would wet maybe 1/2 and try and attach it to rice paper because rice paper is its own piece already, I would use that as an underlying structure to hit onto, because otherwise those noodles will become wet and a ball without something to sit onto. So you could perhaps use rice noodles for this experience, but I would start with more of a structure. Trish, that's great makeup with the beard. Liner first, then lashes, then lips. Thank you so much. Speaking of accessories, I was going to do like little Guardian earrings, but again, Drag Race has taught me if you've got long hair and a necklace, it's just busy, and we're looking for a look today. So, I have now received the only bit of advice that any of you have given me, you useless bastards, on how to apply makeup. So, if this doesn't work, I'm going to be very upset. I've got very vegan liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to put that on my face. Please help. I just put it there, and then it comes out. I like to stretch out the corner of my eyebrow to the side with my finger, okay, and draw a straight line from the outside corner of my eye towards the end of my eyebrow. I'm not a professional, lol. Well, look, we're in the same boat. That's highly relatable. This is what... Wait, how do they do it? I'm using very vegan liquid eyeliner, which I've chosen because it's the only one that had the word vegan on it in the shop, and it cost me $4. Eyelashes, just wait for the liner to dry first. Great advice. The liquid liners don't get it in my eye. Great. I'm going to continue to not put it in my eye. Okay. Go slow. Well, thanks. Yeah, I'll go slow. We're gonna move you across because I've got a mirror here, and hopefully that helps. God, how do I do this? Do I need to dip it back in? Oh wow, this is awful. Okay. Wait, I look amazing. I'm never not wearing makeup again. Don't too much on. Okay, well thanks for that advice now that I put it on. Okay, so it's definitely like walked up on my eyelid. Oh, great, we have a mirror here. If we can hold that there, then you guys can see. Is that not bad at all? Hell yeah! Sort of. It's like I'm doing like Lady Gaga before she got big and she got a makeup team, and yeah, I'm not gonna go see that. Okay, so for sure that just went inside of my eye. So if I lose it, have a look. It's a very nice eye. Glamour? Closer to the lashes. Is that not closer to the lashes? Oh no. I'm assuming I can just use my finger to come in and fix it. And then just wipe it all off like I've just done. Is this working? Second eye. Okay. Did I just fuck it up though? Okay, so second eye is great. Oh wow. Alright, we've got mirror right here. Okay, continue to assist. Do I bring it down in this bit? Is that what... Ha ha! Alright, my new makeup channel is starting very soon apparently because I'm literally a god at this. Use a Q-tip, not my finger. Great advice, Kate. Can we compromise with paper towel? Because that's what I can reach right now. Okay, so when I blink, you can totally see it's walked up there. So, squint my eyes and raise... Oh my god, this is great advice, team. So, squint my eyes and raise my eyebrow. Less is more. Well, yeah, thanks, Talia. Let's go. No, I just told you I wasn't going to use my finger, then I did. Okay, do I need to bring it down? That's awful. Okay, I think I can see my issues now. I'm like rubbing it off with my finger every time. No, I'm meant to be, legally I'm meant to wear like contacts, but I don't because I don't like want to put shit in my eye. Ah. Beautiful. Oh, make a corner, you little genius. Paper towel corner. I'm learning. God, if anyone needs makeup advice, just scroll through these comments because these queens are killing it. Oh wow, that's like right on my cornea. Okay, now it's getting very, like, worse. So I'm just going to come in, I'm going to do a clean up, and then I'm going to beg my housemates. Can you go get Nat and see if she wants to just skip this nonsense and put it on? Can you go get Nat and see if she wants to put it on? I think Nat, I think you're watching from a different room. Do you want to fix this? It's easier if you don't use your finger. Megan, I'm pretty sure you're the one that told me to use my finger. No, you said to pull it out and raise, right? There's a lot of great advice that I have ignored. The way you're doing your mouth when you're taking off... Oh, yeah, yeah. Isn't there a thing where it's like really hard to do your eyes without doing the little mouth thing as well? Is Nat going to save my life? Hi, Nat, would you like to fix up my makeup?
I can help.
Thank you. I have fellow vegan and roommate, Natalie, brilliant yoga teacher, is just going to just clean this up for me. Because if I'm going to put lashes on, I don't want to put lashes on over something that's less than ideal. Would you like to beautify me?
I've got this. Alright. Which one of this is soy sauce and which one of this is eyeliner?
It's all good. It's a little bit of sausage, a little bit of eyeliner. The whole looks edible, including my eyeliner.
Look up.
If you need makeup advice, which you don't because you're gorgeous, there are so many good tips in here.
Oh.
I'm learning, not that I've showed it off.
Alright.
Okay.
We've got this.
So, the advice seems to be working. You might need to style your hair back. Well, I've got a wig coming, so just for now we're going to do this.
Alright, close your eyes.
I'm honestly so impressed with women right now. And men who wear makeup. Like, this is... Do you do this daily? What if you fuck it up?
Just keep your lid down so it dries.
I think this is going to be the moment. I remember when I was, like, little dance kid doing the Eisteddfod and we had to do Eisteddfod for the first time. and they put bronzer on me, and it was the first bit of makeup I had, and I was like, I look amazing. And I've always just known I look good with makeup. So I think I'm going to open my eyes and just be like, screw my stupid little eyelashes for not looking like this naturally. Am I keeping them closed?
Yes.
Live streaming with closed eyes.
Can't see you. It's hard from this angle. I need to clean up the other stuff. Do you have like some water I could dip a thing in?
I actually wear hearing aids in real life. Right now I wear hearing aids, and right now I can't see. I feel like this is like, am I doing like Helen Keller drag right now? If the meat dress doesn't work, this is my Helen Keller look. Oh my god. Can I say that? Is that awful? I don't know if that... I'm deaf. Can I... Okay, we'll just leave it there. I'm not going to double down on myself now.
It already looks much better.
I'm glamour! Look at that! Okay.
Other side.
Thank you. And then it says I've got magnetic lashes, so...
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Does it just sit on my eye without the glue? Do I have to glue? We are learning today.
Look up. Put some in there. Yes.
Yes!
It's amazing for a first attempt, I gotta say.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
You did it. Okay. Oh, wow.
Do you want me
Okay.
to touch up?
I'm going to put lashes on.
Hang on, I'll just do that side one more time.
Okay.
Make it darker, we got this.
Okay, we're just going to clean up and then we move on to lips and lashes. Hair, teeth, makeup, dress, shoes, handbag. Next good cat eye I see in public, I'm going to just walk up and high five them. I just need to like,
close?
yeah, be like, you freaking killed it. You really take for granted how much skill it takes to get it look really good.
You like that?
You have to put on more eyeliner from... I have to put on more eyeliner for the magnetic. I wasn't promised this. It says... It says... Try on lashes. Didn't do that. Apply eyeliner to the top of eyelid along. Leave to dry for 60 seconds. Use your index finger and thumb to lay it on the lashes. Let us hope. And as mentioned earlier, the only vegan lipstick I could find was in the gorgeous range of brown colours. So we're going to be sporting that soon. So, if I can hand away this water, would you mind bringing back the handbag things? And I will put... Oh, wow. I've got my stuff here. I was also considering using this. I found it's a giant sheet of bean curd. And I think I'd like to talk about my favourite part. If you can read that, it says, have big hot bean curd sheets with friends, and if that's not a directive we can all follow, I don't know what. What a great how to use, how to eat. Have big hot bean curd sheets with friends, and if I could have friends around I'd be sharing this with them. But this is my backup for skin coverage if we need to get there. I love magnetic lashes. There's some kind of magic. Okay. Maxine, you little genius. Great tip to take my shirt off before I do the hair and makeup. Also, I see you getting cheeky, trying to get a glimpse of what's under here. I'll show you. I'll show you later. Don't worry about it. But for now, I will definitely, before the hair goes on, I'm going to put the meat dress on, and then I'll put the hair on. I'll probably jump off camera for 2 minutes when we're ready. Sorry?
So it's saying in conjunction you need to buy this one. The eyeliner.
I think that's sort of like we recommend that you use this brand of conditioner after using this brand of shampoo. Do you know what I mean? Well, I've got to hope that that's how it will work. Hot friends with bean curds. My text is mirrored. Okay, well, it said have big hot bean curd sheets with friends. So, we had these lashes. There's conspiring happening off camera. What's going on?
I think you needed to buy the magnetic eyeliner that comes with it.
Oh, so perhaps this needed a specific magnetic eyeliner to go with it, which makes perfect sense in hindsight. So I'm just going to like hold it onto my face, see if something happened, and if not, I look great without lashes. God, that's just one step. Oh, I think I might have broken the whole thing already. Nope. Okay. Yeah, totally would need the magnetic eyeliner to work. Oh, how would I know that you need... Can I tape it to my face? Wait a minute. Is that sitting right on my eye without help? You're all liars. You all almost made me not have great lashes. That's just sitting. I look amazing. Okay. Don't screw this up. We've come so far. Alright, magnetic lashes, guys. Okay, that's falling. I've seen a wonky eyelash or 7 in my life. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to take this off so you can see what we're working with. Hey. Okay. No, it worked on the other one. Can you just pop that back on the stand for me, please? Okay, do we think I can maybe have one eyelash? Whoops, that was an accident. Here we are. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you then. Those are sitting the hell on my face. Amazing. Okay, so all we need now is lipstick tips. And then while that sets, I'm putting the handbag together and then I'm Lady Gaga doing the meat dress. You know, it's just not sitting like the other one. There we go. Stunning. Okay. We're back. Are we live still? I hope so. That's good to know. Okay, so I'm opening this brown lipstick. Honey, I've never looked better. I'm never taking this off. So I'm really just confirming that it sits. Is that sitting? Is it a wonky lash? I think it's a wonky lash. Saved it. Kiss a paper towel when you're done so the colour won't transfer into surfaces. Thank you very much to Maxine for that sound bit of advice. Unboxing video. I'm using Very Vegan from Chemist Warehouse. So, I assume we need a dry lip. That's a very light colour now. Now I'm seeing these wonderful comments that says, definitely outline slowly before you fill in the lips. Now I'm seeing that. It is quite nude. I said they only had like brown colours. Okay, so something about a finger in a mouth. And something about kissing a paper towel. Can I grab a paper towel, please? Wait, I've got him. Okay, so brown is nude, whatever, guys. It's all semantics, right? Is that enough? You know what? Someone said use red food coloring. Let's just see. Well, it looks like I've just been eating. Okay, now it looks like that's a clown colour. Do we go with that colour, or do we want to go with, like, the nude? Let's go professionals. Tell me what we're doing, because we're almost at the end. So we're going to clear this of the makeup stuff. Hey. Gonna have red... Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have red lips for Dave. I'm into it. Where am I going? Who have I got to go see? Alright, so makeup station is cleared, and I'm just going to attach the handbag. So, here are the beautiful sausages I made earlier. Here is my trust ham. Sorry, I'm just kind of like looking at myself, and go nude, the dress is the statement. Bloody ripper. Can I have that lipstick back, please? I've changed my mind. We're going straight up nude. Sheridan, I trust your taste. Cool. The dress is the statement. Absolutely right. We're going to revisit her and fix her up later, because we've got things to do, places to be, food to veganize. So, oh god, I don't know if this will work. I have this sausage, which I'm going to tie into the truss. Now, the baking of the skin does deteriorate it a little bit, so the whole thing might snap. So this is really a bit of luck, a bit of a prayer. And hopefully it works. So we've got, on one side, that's a handbag, no? And then on the other side, now this side I'm a lot less trustful of. I don't know if this will attach, but we're going to find out. Okay. Get that bad boy in there. Okay, it is definitely pulling apart, so the handbag might not be everything that I envisioned. But, I mean, she doesn't even have a handbag, so this was bonus content, regardless. Okay. So let's just see if it carries the weight before we try and attach the two ends. But, my handbag... If you're just tuning in, I'm not going to give you any context. Just play along until you figure out what the hell I'm trying to do right now. And then, I think I'm just going to have to creatively tie these there, and that's going to give me a handbag moment. I think that's my best bet. So I'm going to get some extra string and those scissors. Those scissors that I just can't seem to keep track of because I keep putting them below me. So I'm just going to see if I can tie these together, and then we've got a handbag, and most things are ready to go. Okay. Please, please, please work. Please, please, please work. I'm 100% eating the dress after I've worn it, and by that I mean I'm lying. I'm going to 100% eat the dress while I'm wearing it. So I'm hoping for like a kind of moment. Okay, I've tied these up. Do you guys... I don't know if this is going to work. So, are you ready? We're about to reveal... Have I made a handbag? Oh, yes, he did. That's a handbag, yo! Aha! All of this is edible except for the string, and the string isn't even what's tying it all together. That is vegan sausage casing. So that is a functional ham bag to go with this beautiful look. I have my rice paper dress. Is the other rice paper still in the oven? Oh, okay, great. So let's get all of our rice paper in here. Because, okay, let's just review. I'm getting really excited. I'm freaking out. Are you guys ready? The dress is coming together like nobody's business. So, to review, the components that we are hoping to recreate. We have Lady Gaga's meat dress. I have now completed the actual dress. I've yet to put it on. That beautiful face, check. I will probably put the meat on my head as I put the wig on, because I can't imagine it'll help me to do that earlier. So I guess the only thing, let me just have a look at these comments. Fantastic. I hope if you know, this is the best thing you've seen this week. I'm sorry to hear of your circumstances, and I'm glad that I could bring a bit of joy. So we have our handbag, we have our dress, we have our stuff for our headpieces, and this is technically drag, and there would be no drag if there was not to be a reveal, right? And I've got the reveal for you. Can I get this handbag very carefully removed? I don't need any of that yet. So, we're minutes away from revealing the full dress, but first we have a reveal to show you. I'm going to hand this table off. I have actually done this entire live stream in fishnets, and I made meat shoes before we even started. So I'm already wearing heels. I've been wearing them the whole time. I've got fishnet and I've got meat shoes on. So, let me see if I can show you both. Here are my meat shoes. I've got fishnets on, I've got a dress, I've got a handbag, I've got a beautiful face, and then there's makeup on top of it as well, and I'll be putting a wig on. So, I'm thinking that I'm going to duck off camera for a sec. Let me just show you actually the rice paper that we've got. So, the second sheet that I attempted, ooh, I hate it. I hate this rice paper. So, it's come out quite crispy. It looks a bit like a papier-mâché artwork. That doesn't impress me very much. I'm going to move that to the side. We've got the piece I got yesterday. I made this one ahead of time. You can see when you use other rice paper, the whole thing is so sturdy. I literally fold this up and then take it out. So I'm praying that this is enough to be a skirt because we ran out of rice paper. I'm going to hand that off. 100. Are you ready? We're about to put it on. I'm going to show you what I've done with the dress. And I hope... I'm announcing it. I'm about to... Far out. I'm announcing that I'm putting it on. I haven't even checked if it works yet. So, we have our dress fully baked. I think that has worked. This is a fully functional edible meat dress made out of rice paper, ready to go. So, if you will allow me 2 minutes of privacy to duck off camera, I'm going to take this crap to my body, come back, do the hair, put my handbag on, and I have just become a fully edible, wearable, vegan version of Lady Gaga's dress. If you're just joining, I'm making the vegan version of Lady Gaga's dress, and we are 2 to 3 minutes away from the full look. So, you just want to... I'm not going to take my top off on camera. Love you for it. If the second sheet was more moist, it would have been better. You're right, Maxine. But the thing is, that particular brand, as soon as you wet it, fell apart. So you really want the classic version of rice paper, the one I was using at the start of the video that comes in rounds. They seem to be way sturdier if you're planning on doing this. So keep your eyes here. Do not go anywhere. I'm going to go tape some crap to my body and come back as vegan Lady Gaga. See you. I'm not pausing. I'm just stepping off camera. See you in a heartbeat. Oh, well, also, if you make meat shoes, they are very difficult to walk in. BRB, yo. Alright, let's see how we're going. So, I'm taking, for those off camera, I'm taking my pants off over these meat shoes, which is actually destroying them. So that's really, I'm quite glad I showed you them beforehand. I might have lost my meat shoes. I'm just going to tuck some meat back into my heel. I'm going to take my second meat shoe off. And it is also trying to destroy the meat shoe. Alright, those are ready. Alright, if my assistant can be ready with some tape. Assistant? Assistant? Okay, I am... You know what? I can poke my head back on the camera. Hey, look at that eye. I am still here. That's a naked shoulder. That's about... It's still going to be naked. And the dress will be like here. But we're getting into it. Get ready. Oh, which one's one I made today? That one goes on. Oh, let's take this here first. Let's take this first. Just tape it on there. Suspense! Ooh, it's coming! Oh god, these meat shoes. My floor is covered in bacon. This goes down here. And I'm taking this... Oh wow, it just went onto my belly hair, which is super exciting for me. Oh, shit. Yeah. Wrap it around, yeah. So it turns out rice cake and bacon is very hard to tape. So let everyone pray to the vegan god, please. Okay guys, we have a skirt on my body right now. Okay, this is getting tricky. There's meat falling out of my breast. Okay, I will warn you. You can see a lot of flab on the side, so get ready for it. We're going to tilt the camera up. I have no idea what... I've never done this before. We're going to creep on camera. Hi there. Here's me in an entire vegan meat dress. You know, it doesn't fit as well as I thought it might. And that's, I guess, a big part of building edible food for your body. But I think all we need now is the last element. Can you please close that drawer and I can get my wig out? There's meat falling out of my breast. Let's angle you up so you guys can just really participate. And I've got the last elements to do. I've got this wig, and if my assistant can get some tofurkey pieces, I'm just going to tape them on my head. Hey. How you been? Oh wow, that's just all hanging out. That's all just hanging out. I'm really getting very comfortable on camera. Are we watching? Do we see me? My flab just on the side. It's really being pushed up, so really very self-conscious. For my first drag experience. Used to bean curd. That's not a bad idea. It's covered in chili. Is that going to be... Oh, we can. If I can grab my ham and the sticky tape. Are we thinking like a headpiece? A couple of pieces to tape together. Let's put some tape on that. Hey. Okay, obviously I look glamorous, but that's not really very important if I can't get... Oh, wow, this hurts. There could be... What did she say? If there's 100 people in the room... No, I actually don't know what the quote is. If someone can Google that quote for me, I'll say it. If I can get the tape, I would love it. Hey there. Battery may run out soon. That's very exciting. Let's get this headpiece on, the handbag, show you the full look. Maybe we can squeeze some bean curd in. Wow, that's not a sexy... I said it was going to be sexy. I lied. We are really struggling with this tape. Which is... So I've got those 3 pieces. Because any tape that works would be great. Can you believe I do this whole dress in like an hour and this piece of tape is the thing that's taking the longest? None of this tape is wet. If we can get the tape that we've been using, I just can't. Any ideas for sticking this on my head? I'm getting... You should take a strap over one shoulder. For sure, that would look great if we can get that. Just look, I'm literally just going to tape it onto my skin and hairpin through it. Smart. I'm just waiting for this tape, which is shocking me. It's not going to stick. You know what? That actually just sits. No, it doesn't. I just need any working tape because all the tape that I've been handed is like cling wrap, not tape. Tied with string, but it's look, I'm literally using like tofurkey ham. So I've just got to find a way of getting that to sit there. Do we have bobby pins? I'm just going to bobby pin it onto my head. That's a great suggestion, whoever made it. Ow! Boy, does that hurt. I look like a Greek goddess. My Greek grandmother is going to be really pissed off to hear that. That's quite offensive. No, thank you. What Greek goddess do I look like? If you're just tuning in and you know what's happening, this is my attempt at making Lady Gaga's dress vegan. I did it all by myself, and my assistant is continuing to be fired because I'm just trying to get the ham on my head. Very important. Just a piece of ham. There you go, piece of tofurkey. So now all we need is fix that up. We're going to get that bean curd sheet, if you could, assistant friend. We're going to see if this bean curd can like fill in some of this grottiness, and then the handbag's on and you've got to look. For those who are playing along at home, I am also wearing meat shoes right now. I just do not have a lot of mobility in this outfit. Oh, if I can't hold it there. I will remind you, other than the tape, this entire thing is edible right now, made out of vegan meat, if you want me to prove it. Delightful. Tastes like soy sauce and red food colouring. This is the bean curd to have fun with friend. Are we thinking... Oh, I could just tuck it. Wow, okay, so it's barbecue flavoured, and I can feel that on my skin. Oh, if I can get the other sheet. Thank you. Let me like... Cool. The chili may hurt my skin. Yeah, no, it's a risk I'm running right now, isn't it? I think it may hurt my skin. Ah! This dress is going to fall apart before I get a good photo in it. Okay, how do I get your comments out of the road so I can see myself? Okay, you know what? That's probably the best we're going to go with. That bean curd looks good. It's hot. Okay, so if I could please have my handbag. Are you ready for the final look? I'm going to walk this camera back so you can see it all. Hi, I'm Zachary Bird. I'm a vegan chef, cookbook author, ridiculous bitch, and I have just made a completely edible vegan version of Lady Gaga's famous meat dress. I'm putting on my handbag, and there you have it. Hey there, it's vegan Lady Gaga. Let me see if I can show you a shoe. Heels are hard. Okay, I'm not going to be able to show you that shoe. That's something we're going to have to make our peace with. I'm going to lift that up, and I'm going to use that to hold it there. Hey, you can make anything that you want in the world vegan. You can make anything cruelty-free, including the grotty stuff that really shouldn't be. This is Lady Gaga's iconic meat dress. We have dropped some bean curd, but other than that, we have a tofurkey headpiece. We have meat shoes on right now. This whole bodice is rice paper and vegan bacon. I've got a handbag with a whole ham and handmade sausages, and I'm wearing my meat shoes, which are also made out of bacon. So that's my attempt at Lady Gaga's dress. I also got lots of brilliant advice on this makeup. I look really bloody glamorous, honestly. And yeah, do we have any questions before I take a photo and get off live stream? Any observations or just honestly general compliments would go real sweet right now. I'm gonna position that up. Hey, imagine FaceTiming this girl. I will absolutely be doing a bin isolation outing as vegan Lady Gaga, if I can get this to stay on my body. I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, other than next time, if I had a bigger oven, it's really the size to get it to wrap around, because I'd love to tape it there. But I mean, next time I can really work on making this a fully form-fitting dress I can squeeze into, because this is super sturdy. This is textile. This might change the world. Just to remind you, this entire thing of ham is my handbag. So yeah, that's about it. I'm going to take a little photo shoot just so that Lady Gaga has something to put on her wall and to remember this experience by. But thank you so much for joining me on this live stream. This has been the dumbest thing that I've done in a long time, and I'm really grateful that everyone joined me. If you aren't vegan yet, this is a great example of how far vegan food has come. Vegan meat can literally replicate anything. And, I mean, you couldn't even eat Lady Gaga's meat dress because it was raw meat. This, I'm delicious. This is all edible, use a lot less environmental resources, better for the animals, better for your health if you eat right, which I tend not to. And if you like me, check out my brand new book called Vegan Junk Food, and it's coming out globally in September, but you can order it right now from my website, zacharybird.com. I've got an ebook, and you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, all that good crap, where I do real dumb stuff. Thanks for joining me. Next time I'll do a meat-free dress. That's a great idea. I'm literally going to cauliflower, maybe some kale. Maybe if you guys are into it, comment on whatever photo I put up of this and go make a broccoli dress next. No, you cannot buy this. It took way too long. But you can make it. Do you guys want this recipe? I don't think anyone actually wants this recipe, but I can. Let me know if you want to know how to make vegan sausages at home, and even just the process for making a sheet like this, because you can maybe make it a little sexier of your own accord. Anyway, I'm going to jump on Instagram to say hello, and then I'm going to be taking some photos. So do hang out this evening, because I put in a lot of effort, and if you guys don't like the photo, this will never happen again, and it'll be on you. So have a wonderful Sunday. Stay vegan. If you're not, go vegan, and keep doing dumb stuff. Keep having fun, and stay safe. Thanks for joining.